Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 8 of season 18 of Deadliest Catch. And the boats that are going to be in this episode are the Northwestern, Saga, Elanor J, and the Time Bandit. It shows Sig just getting back into Dutch Harbor and the crew heading out for Bairdi season. They want to finish it quickly because the canneries are going to close very soon, and Mandy is gonna be having Sailor pretty soon. Clark and Sig want to be there for the birth of Sig's granddaughter and Clark's daughter. This episode starts out with the Northwestern just getting back out onto the Bering Sea and fishing for Bairdi crab. Sig is talking with Mandy. After that, right before the season starts, the crew is gathered by the bait station, and they have Loritz, who's the greenhorn on the Northwestern. He was with them last year for salmon tendering season. I actually saw him go through the locks last year, heading up to Cordova, Alaska for salmon tendering season, which was really cool. I actually saw him this year when I saw the Northwestern go through the boat locks, and I also had an opportunity to talk to him for a little bit, which was really cool when they were going through the Seattle boat locks. He gets to bite the head off of a herring, which is the Hansen family tradition before every start of a crab season. He bites it off, chews on it, and then spits it out. And Clark was like, take another bite, so he does. They start to send their gear on grounds where they've had success in the past. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is in harbor. They had just done an offload and starts to smell smoke up in the wheelhouse, so he has the engineer on the Saga go down to the engine room, and it was the starboard generator's clutch that was rubbing and creating smoke. It was not good, so they get the starboard generator engine shut off, and then they switch the power to the other one, and then they start blowing out the smoke. After they get that, Jake is like, cast the lines, we're heading out to sea. The engineer on the Saga, he can fix it while they are heading out to the Black Cod Grounds. Then it goes to the Elanor J, and they are fishing for Dungeness Crab, and they're getting 0 Dungeness Crab to single digits of Dungeness Crab. While he's hauling in the gear, he talks with his wife, Bree, and sees his daughter, and they're talking on video chat. Then he hangs up and he gets back to fishing. Then it goes to the Time Bandit, and Johnathan, he's hauling in his gear and it's not doing so good. So then he sees this canyon on the map, and it's about 3/4 of a mile. So they're going to tie about a mile of line onto a pot. From what Johnathan has said, this is the first time that anyone has ever placed any gear or fished in this area, because no one has really fished a mile deep. They get 7 shots of line tied onto the pot, and then they throw the buoys out, and Johnathan is going in a line, and they start letting the line out, and then all the line is out, and then they launch the pot, and then they set some more pots in that depth, and they'll come back to it at a later time. Then it goes to the Northwestern. The Northwestern is hauling in their gear. They're getting like blank after blank. As they go through the stream to the north, the crab just keeps getting a little bit better. So then Sig calls Clark up to the wheelhouse, and he's like, where do you think the crab are going? And Clark says, I'm seeing better signs of life in this direction. So Sig sets a couple strings where Clark says the Bairdi fishing will be good. Then it goes back to the Saga. The Saga gets out to the Black Cod Grounds. They start hauling in their gear. They start out pulling blanks, and then hauling in a string of like 5 pots. While that is happening, she's cutting a piece of tape off the line, and in the process, she cuts her finger. So she goes in to the crew quarters, and then one of the deckhands is taking care of her, and then Jake comes down and starts helping his niece get the finger cleaned. He put super glue to seal it and let it heal. He's like, I want you to be on antibiotics for a while until I feel you're good, because if you don't, you could lose your finger. He's like, I want you to stay inside for a couple days so your finger can heal. She's gonna stay up in the wheelhouse for a while with Jake. Then it goes to the Elanor J, and they've set Dungeness crab pots in 4 fathoms of water. They set it there, and then they let it sit for a while. They haul it in and get like 19 for their first pot. Their second pot, they get 21. It's in the 20 plus range of Dungeness Crab, so they're really happy about that. And Sean listened to what his father would have done, that his wife reminded him when they were talking earlier on in this episode. Sean and his crew are really happy about that. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and the Northwestern is in the area where they're going to haul their gear. Sig calls Clark up to the wheelhouse, so Clark goes up and Sig's like, I want you to haul in some of the pots that you set. So Sig hands the wheelhouse over to Clark, and Sig heads out onto deck and they start hauling in their gear. It starts out with like 20 Bairdi crab per pot, and it just keeps getting better and better. So they're all really happy about that. Sig's throwing the hook, sorting crab. Then it goes to a salty take of the Time Bandit. They've hauled in one of their pots and it's doing really well. One of the crab they find is a species they've never seen before. Johnathan has named it Hillstrandius Crabbius. That's what he named that new species of crab that they found at basically 3/4 of a mile down. It was a pretty interesting crab that they found. Then, after the salty take, it goes back to the Northwestern, and after Sig has been out on deck for a little bit, he's like, I'm taking back over the wheelhouse of the Northwestern. So Clark's going to go back out on deck, and they're doing very well with Bairdi crab. Then it goes to the Saga. The Saga starts hauling in their black cod strings, and the first pot has like 137 black cod. And some of the other pots they have in has 200 plus black cod. So they're really happy, and they're going to get the boat filled because Jake has a lot on the line if he doesn't catch Sean Dwyer's quota for the black cod. If he doesn't catch the quota, he gives the pink slip of the Saga over to Sean Dwyer and his family. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen because they're going to fill up the boat pretty quickly with those numbers. Cheyenne is up in the wheelhouse with Jake. She asks if she can go out on deck, and Jake said no. So, after a little bit, she goes down and gets her gear, gets it on, and out on deck. All the crew is happy about that, and Jake said, she's Anderson, because I would have done the same thing. He's not mad at her, but he's happy she didn't listen. Then it goes to Sig, and shows them hauling in their gear doing good. He's basically talking about some families are not gonna be able to succeed with what's going on with the fishery. Some families will be out of the fishing game. It shows the Time Bandit hauling in their gear and doing really well. And then it shows the same thing with the Elanor J. They pay a tribute to Sean's father by lighting off very bright sparklers to honor his dad and thank him for what he did. That is how episode 8 of season 18 of Deadliest Catch ends. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, please share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you guys for watching. And if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.